In this review, I'll be taking a look at the NECA Ultimate Greta, the female gremlin. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button.
Bunny rabbit.
Before I start this review, I want to take a look at the long road it took to get here.
The first time I saw you, I'm in love at first sight, must be true.
Greta's over there, a new version of Mohawk with the machine gun. Oh yeah, the Warner Brothers Gremlin with the tattoo on the chest. So hoping to get those out by the end of the year.
Girl, you know it's true.
I love you.
And then the most exciting news is the new batch. We're going back, Gremlins 2, and we have Greta here. We have the Type 2 Gremlin. Hey, Greta! She's coming. She's the next one. New batch is hatching this fall, and there'll be a few Ultimate Gremlin 2 releases later this year.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Let's start off with taking a look at the packaging. Greta comes in the standard NECA Ultimate 5-panel window box packaging. Towards the bottom on the front is the name of the figure. Moving up, we are treated to a beautiful image of the Greta puppet used in the film, and above that is the name of the film from which this figure and character are from, which is Gremlins 2 the new batch. Turning to the side, we get the name of the figure in the film yet again. The opposite side is the exact same. Located on the bottom of the box is the barcode. Here's a look at the top. Turning around to the back, at the bottom are the listed accessories. There are several promotional shots of the figure, as well as a little read up. Feel free to pause and read. The front panel is connected via Velcro. Upon opening the flap up, we are greeted to the figure inside. The inside of the front panel has another promotional image of the figure. Here is a look at the plastic insert holding the figure. Upon removing Greta from the insert, there is a plastic band around her hair that you will need to cut off. And here is the beautiful Greta figure out of the package. After 9 long years since she was first shown off, I can finally add her to my collection. This Greta figure was definitely worth the wait. Now let's take an up-close look at this amazing figure. Starting off with the head sculpt, NECA has absolutely nailed the look of the character. From the highly detailed sculpting, down to the amazing paint detail, Greta turned out perfect in my opinion. Her head sculpt is sculpted with her red lips puckered up ready for a kiss. To the right of her lip, a beauty mark can be seen. The paint on her eyes turned out fantastic. Even the paint for the makeup and the little spikes on her face turned out nice and clean. I like the sculpting of the scales on the face as well. The majority of the color on the face is green, but transitions to a tan around her nose and mouth. I also like the attention to detail of the sculpted wrinkles of the skin as the mouth is puckered up. Little details that really aren't necessary but add to the realism of the look. Even the rooted synthetic hair, which I'm usually not a fan of, turned out nice. They even added the paint detail going around the outside of the ears. The hair is rooted in several places so that it will lay on the figure better. Out of the package, it is a little messy, but can easily be straightened up. Moving down to the body of Greta, she is wearing a white and black snow leopard print top and skirt. The skin color on the front of the torso is mostly painted tan. The tan extends up on the front of the neck as well. The fingernails on her 3-fingered hands are painted red. The outside of the hands are painted green, while the palms are painted tan. The sculpted wrinkles of the skin are a nice attention of detail. Moving up the arm, the great paintwork continues. The scales running along the sides of the arms are painted purple. The outside of the arms are green, with a black wash to bring out all the sculpted scales of the gremlin. The purple and green make for a good looking combination of colors. The scales and spikes of the upper arms are even more amped up. They are so realistically sculpted. The inner arms from the hands up are painted that tan color. Unfortunately, the peg is green, so it does stick out. The left arm paint is an exact copy of the right arm, and is just as impressive. Moving down to the lower half, as I mentioned earlier, Greta is wearing a skirt with the same white and black leopard print as her top. Her upper thighs have the same purple paint as on her arms. The green on the legs in the front go down to her ankles, where it transitions into a tan color. Looking at the side of her legs, there are still scales sculpted throughout. Unlike any other gremlin, Greta is actually wearing shoes, high heels to be exact. They are solid black in color. She still has 3 toes like other gremlins, but they seem to be crammed inside the shoes. There are peg holes on the bottoms of the shoes. Turning around to the back side of Greta, you will notice that there is more tan paint than green, as the front side had. The back of the right knee joint is lacking the amount of paint as on the left side. Her long synthetic hair goes all the way down her back. As I stated before, this is how it looks out of the package. It's a bit messy, but I'm sure it can be straightened up. The backs of the ears are painted with the same green and purple color scheme as the arms had. Lifting up the hair, you can see the back of her top, as well as the skin color of her upper back, which is all purple, something I never knew. Now let's take a look at the articulation on Greta. Her head is able to look left and right. It can also look down this far, and upwards this far. You can also get the head to tilt slightly left and right. The ears have some articulation. They are able to slightly go up and down, as well as able to rotate. The arms are able to go outwards. They can also go forwards and backwards. As well as rotate 360 degrees. The elbows are single jointed and can bend this much. They can also rotate. The hands can hinge in and out, as well as rotate 360 degrees. There is no articulation in the torso, so there's no ab crunch or waist swivel. Due to the hard skirt, it will hinder the leg movement some, but the legs can go outwards. They can also kick forwards until they are stopped by the skirt. They can go backwards as well. There is also slight rotation in the thighs. The knees are single jointed and can bend this much. The feet can go forwards. They are also able to rock side to side, as well as rotate. Greta comes with a few accessories. The first up is the serum bottle that Greta had drank from to become the female gremlin. The symbol on the front is that of the interlocked male and female signs. The bottle itself is a clear plastic, but the serum inside is made of a pink plastic. It's pretty neat how they made it. But if you have the Spider Gremlin, then you will recognize that this is the exact same bottle as that one. The differences come in the labels and the color of the serum inside. It's always nice to add to the lab scene from the film. The next accessories up is a pair of alternate close grip hands. The alternate hands are sculpted and painted just as beautifully as the hands that come attached to the figure out of the package. To swap the hands, just pop the current ones off. They attach via a peg. Once the current hands are removed, just pop the alternate hands on. I always appreciate the inclusion of alternate hands with figures. Here's a look at the difference between the closed grip and the open hands. The great thing about including these close grip hands is that they are able to hold onto the serum bottle. The grooves in the bottle make it perfect for the fingers to firmly grasp onto it. And here's a look at Greta holding onto the bottle. The last accessory up is our pink boa. It comes packaged inside a plastic bag. The feather boa is very soft and fluffy. I would recommend being gentle with it though, as several strands of feathers have already fallen off. Here is Greta with the boa wrapped around her. While I personally probably wouldn't display her like this, it does give you the extra option if you choose to do so. I'm all for any extra accessory that adds to the display option of a figure. Now let's compare Greta to some other Gremlin figures. First up is Mohawk from Gremlins 2. Next is the Flasher Gremlin from the second film. Here she is alongside an Ultimate Gizmo. While not from the same movie, here she is next to an Ultimate Stripe. Comparing her next to some other mutated gremlins, here is the Bat Gremlin. And finally the Spider Gremlin. So that is my review of the Ultimate Greta figure by NECA. I absolutely love this figure, and have been hoping since 2012 she would finally be released. While the wait was longer than I'd expected, it was definitely worth it. Greta is right up there with the Spider Gremlin. It's my favorite Gremlin figures released by NECA. I highly recommend this figure. If you're a Gremlins fan, buy it. You won't be disappointed. Once again, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, as well as click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. Follow me on social media, links are in the description below. And thank you for watching.